Today we are making a video on Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix is now Ubuntu flavor. It is official, and here is a boot menu, and I'm running Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix 23.04 daily build. So it is a boot menu of Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. Let's launch it in a live mode. It takes a few seconds, like 30 to 40 seconds to boot up. In a few seconds we can see a mouse pointer. Here is our Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix logo, and the version is 23.04 daily build. It is now available in Ubuntu daily builds because it's officially Ubuntu flavored. Just a few seconds, that's it. I'm not going to edit this video, I'm just keep the video like that. I'm not going to speed up or edit anything, because you need to know how much time it consumes for load the desktop. Here is our welcome screen. Not a welcome screen. In a few seconds we will see a welcome screen. Almost like 35 to 40 seconds now. The logo looks like Debian. Almost 50 seconds, I guess. Still no desktop. It is taking a lot of time. Other Linux should be, we almost have our welcome screen. You can try Ubuntu Cinnamon or install it. This is a live mode and this is the installation mode, and here is our languages available. A common Ubuntu installer thing. Let's choose English and try Ubuntu Cinnamon. I want to launch it in a live mode. Before installing any Linux distro, you need to run it on a live mode. If it works perfectly, then go to install. Even installing, you will get some bugs sometimes, so be careful with it, and always install the stable version, and don't install the stable version while when it is released, like that day or a week. You need to wait for at least 10 days to 15 days, because there will be some point releases. Don't just download and install the latest versions. Just wait for like 10 to 15 days. If it's stable and works perfectly, then install the Linux distro. Never install never download the latest versions while it is released on the same date or like a week. Just wait for a few days and install it on your main PC. Let's change the display resolution. I'm running a VMware 40 GB hard disk with 4 GB RAM with 2 processors. Let's change the display settings first, so you can look. My monitor is 1920 x 1080p with 16:9 ratio. Click on apply. If fonts or text, if it's not visible for you, you can go with monitor scaling up to 200%. I am good with like 100%, so I'm going to stay with an 100%. Here is our settings. Let's close this thing. Sorry, Ubuntu 23.04 has experienced an internal error. So it is a daily build, so we will get some bugs or errors like this. Never download and install latest versions. Wait for a few seconds. Or never download the beta version or a development version. Only if you are testing, you go with it, or else don't use it. Let's open the system monitor and check the resources consuming before launching any apps. Here is our system monitor. Let's check the version of system monitor. It is 44 beta. Here are all the processes running. Here is our resources. Let's change the color so you can look properly. We have a high peak in the beginning, and you will see a stable and low graph after a few seconds. As we can see here, the CPUs are running around like 20%, below 20%. That's quite common in every Linux distro. And the memory is 1.6 GB of 4 GB RAM. Let's wait till 1 minute and see the graph. CPU is occasionally going to 30%. Here is the graph of 30%. Occasionally touching 23-25, almost like 30. Not constantly. So let's close this thing and open the terminal. Here is our terminal. Let's check the version. About version is 3.47.92 or GNOME 44. Let's type in some commands. inxi. Let's try to change the color so you can see it properly. Let's go with a white color and see if we see a white color is good. Let's type in inxi -G. Let's type in inxi b. Hit enter. Now let's type in cat etc issue. Hit enter. Let's check all this version. Kernel is 6.2.0-18. Bash inxi 3.3.25. Processors running 281. I'm running on a VMware, so it shows VMware. VMwgfx 2.20.0.0. X11 Xorg version 1.21.1.7. OpenGL version 4.1. Mesa 22.3.6. A distro is Ubuntu 23.04 Lunar Lobster. Cinnamon version is 5.6.7. I think this is the latest version. Anything else? Phoenix 6.0. Everything is same. Let's try NeoFetch. NeoFetch and inxi is all pre-installed. That is good. Mutter Muffin, Yaru Cinnamon Dock, a theme of this. Let's type in htop. Let's see, htop is installed. No, htop is not installed, but NeoFetch was installed. Let's try to install the htop. It takes a few seconds to install, and we'll be with a htop now. Let's type in htop. Here is a htop. Memory is almost 1 GB of 4 GB, and CPUs are below 20. Task 106. All these things you can see here. Let's close this thing and let's open the internet browser. There's no internet browser, you have a Thunderbird mail. you need to install the internet browser if you want. Here is the installation or installer of Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix 23.04. I think yesterday or today they announced that Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix is an official flavor of Ubuntu, and here is an installation or installer. First you need to choose the English or any language of your preferred thing. Let's continue. Again, it's a same formality for installation in Linux distros. Almost a top Linux distros always have the same installation steps. First you need to choose the language, and next the keyboard layout. Here is my English US keyboard layout. Continue and install third party, all these things if you want. You can see if you want minimal installation, you go with minimal installation. They will have a description of what will be installed here in minimal or in normal installation. Install third party software like graphics, Wi-Fi hardware and additional media formats. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want, you can just uncheck that. For me, it's I need to, and I want this to check. It is safe to check these things because we don't know, and we need to automatically download sometimes. Yes, continue. It is preparing Ubuntu drivers. The latest installer in the Ubuntu 23.04 is pretty much very fast. It loads instantly, but it is taking so much time because it's a Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. It's not an Ubuntu, just Ubuntu Linux. You need to know this thing because it will erase everything. You need to understand and know about the partitions and how to install in the partitions. So be careful when doing this thing. Yeah, always I am going to warn always for this, because it's going to erase everything in your files, like files, media, everything will be erased. So be careful while doing this option or clicking this option. Or you can go with something else. You can create a partition, dual boot, all these things will be available here. I'm just going to erase this one. I'm not going to install it because I want to run in a live media, and this is just a formality of installation. So I'm just going to close this thing. Let's see some of the wallpapers. Here is a wallpaper of Ubuntu 23.04, which is Lunar Lobster. For me it looks pretty much beautiful and good. Let's try to change the background of the desktop. Let's see how many wallpapers we get here. It takes a lot of time to load. We just going to scroll fast. Whatever it loads, let's look at it and close this thing because I don't want to make a video lengthy. Just running through few apps takes like 20 minutes of the video, and it gives me of 25 minutes of the video after editing everything. So I'm not going to show everything. I'll cover almost everything, but not in the details. Let's close this thing. Force quit. These are the desktop features: calendar, volume, internet connection, language. Let's check the about version 1.5.28. Here is the file manager, Nemo 5.6.3. Awesome. Let's close this thing. Let's open few apps. I think this is a Cinnamon desktop, and there will be a lot of Cinnamon desktop apps here. So we just skip those things and just launch the important apps of the Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. Date and time, document scanner, all these things are common, so I'm not going to open. Let's check the gparted. This is also common, but let's open it. It is loading. You can see the logo on the pointer. Let's check the version of Ubuntu Cinnamon, Mozilla Thunderbird 102.9.0. Let's close this thing. Let's check the version of gparted. Again, this is a development. The Linux distro is in development, so it has some bugs, and we will get a lag here and there. Synaptic Package Manager. I don't know why Cinnamon always has this thing. For every single app it takes ages to load, and it doesn't allow us to go to choose another app. 0.91.3 Synaptic Manager. Let's drag this thing and see what are installed. Here you can see the installed apps. I'm just going to scroll this fast. And if you want, you can go in the YouTube settings and change the speed to 0.25 if you want to look through this. I'm just going to speed this thing up. Let's close this thing. Preference. These are all the common things in the Cinnamon desktop. I don't want to show everything. Let's try to check the versions here. Updates, we don't have any updates. Let's check the version of About Software 43.3. What's the version of 2048? 3.38.2. A calendar version 44.0, the latest version. Celluloid 0.20 or 20. Calculator takes ages to load, no problem. Let's go. We have a GIMP image editor. Our version is 2.10.34. LibreOffice version 7.5.2 RC1. It is a release candidate one, and the version for LibreOffice will be same for Writer, Impress, Draw, everything will be same. MPV, let's check the version of MPV. It is 0.35.1. Rhythmbox version is 3.4.6. Screenshot 41.0. I think everything is covered. I don't want to open every single app and show you. We just go to App Store and check the version, because launching the apps in the Linux takes some time, and importantly in Ubuntu it takes a lot of time to launch. I think that's it. Let's try to open. Let's install some apps. Just type in Firefox. Mozilla Firefox web browser. Let's choose the latest and stable version. Install. Let's see how much time it takes to load up or install. My internet speed is pretty good, and it should be downloaded soon. I think I covered everything. System settings. Let's go to system settings. These are the common things in Cinnamon desktop. Here are the themes. If you want to download, you can download, or remove, you can do anything you want. Let's close this thing. Installation is almost complete. It's 99%. Is it freezed or something? It's still on installing 99%. I showed the installation. I showed the LibreOffice apps. Network notifications. Is everything same? So it's a waste of time to open that thing. Still not installed. It says to install again. Lot of bugs again. No problem. Let's close and end this video here. This is just a quick video of Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix, because the main reason is that it is an official version or official flavor of an Ubuntu now. That's what I want to mention. So I think it was a good idea to even show the daily build of Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix, because I made a lot of daily builds videos of Ubuntu flavors 23.04. You can go to my channel and just type in Ubuntu 23.04 or just 23.04 in the YouTube channel of my in my channel. You can find everything there. Let's check the system monitor and see how much resources are consuming now after opening few apps. Let's first check the system info. We didn't check the system info in the app. We saw in the terminal. Here is a name of the distro. It's based on Ubuntu, so it's going to show Ubuntu 23.04 and Cinnamon version 5.6.7. I showed everything. So let's open the system monitor and end this video. Before it was like 1.6 GB of RAM, now it's 2.1 GB, almost 500 MB more, and the CPU is running around, it's almost touching the 30% constantly. And here is our internet speed, and here is the memory, as you can see. I think that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out. That's the sound of the Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. And this is the logo of the Ubuntu Cinnamon Remix. Press enter to remove.